What up? I'm back. This video, we're going to be talking about our signature method. I'm going to call it our signature method. Our signature method, which we call the PoP method, right? And I don't mean pop like freaking popular music on the radio right now. It's called the process of progress, right? And the cool thing about this method is it's a simple and easy 4-step method process that you can add to any aspect of your life, right? So actually it's a 5-step process, but we don't take credit for the first step, right? First step is like you. So the first step is actually being aware, that self-awareness that you recognize and realize something needs to change. You're at a point where the things that you're doing no longer working. You need to switch up. You've done all the things aren't working. The usual ways you're used to seeing success no longer work for you. You've reached another level and you just need help, right? You've done all the things, none of the things work. So you need a different approach, right? First step. And the actual first step of the PoP method is you got to get mad. And I don't mean angry. I don't mean, Hulk smash. I don't mean that shit. What I mean is you got to be motivated and determined, or you're ready to make a decision. Like I recognize something needs to change. And I'm motivated and determined to make that change. All right. So once you're there, step number 2 is you got to get raw, right? And this is, what are you ready, able, and willing to do? You definitely got to check out our podcast on being raw, because we go deep on this one, because a lot of people are ready and able, but they're not willing. And this usually hits where you try something for a certain amount of time and you quote unquote fall off the wagon, right? And it's not that anything's wrong with you or you need to fix anything. It's just like your willingness was, let's say, out of 7, and your ready and ableness was out of 10. So there's like the misalignment there, right? So once you're ready, able, and willing, you got to have all 3, guys. You're ready, able, and willing. You know what I'm saying? And you're motivated and determined. You know what I'm saying? You've made a decision. You're ready to get fit. Yes, I'm a health coach, but I don't mean fit like, here's your 90-day exercise program. Here's your 12-week plan. No. I mean, you have to get focused on intentional transformation, right? And a lot of people focus on intensely transforming, right? These are 2 different things. If you checked out our F the algorithm videos, I talked about force versus flow, right? This is the same thing with intention versus intensity, right? And being focused intentionally on transforming is basically, you you want to transform. So instead of just busy doing stuff, you recognize certain actions. You recognize you need to take certain steps. And you focus your intentions on those specific actions, because those are the things that are going to lead you to a permanent transformation and not just a short-term change, right? We also talk about that in the podcast. Definitely check that out. And then after that, right, you're getting fit, you're working on it. And then step 4 is like, F it. And I don't mean just like, fuck all the work I've done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just whatever. F it is, you're exhibiting freedom and flow. Is it exhibiting? Mm-hmm. You're exhibiting freedom and flow. definitely circle back to the F the algorithm video where we talk about force and flow. But it's like things are just happening, right? You're no longer anxious, overwhelmed, stressed, you know, things that used to trigger you. Like this is where you basically tap into that unfuck with ability mindset you always hear us talking about. This is like step 4. This is where you're embodying like everything is rolling. You know what I'm saying? You're just constantly rolling. People see you. They're like, "What are you doing?" Because your health is good. Your relationships are good. Your business is good. You know what I'm saying? Your life is aligned. You have this work life integration down, right? The cool thing about this process is like it doesn't stop itself step 4 because there's always going to be consistent growth, right? You're going to hit self-awareness again where you're going to want to go to that next level, and you just rinse and repeat. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Because check this out. Deciding to start your business from leaving a 9 to 5 gig, the mindset shift needed there is totally a different mindset shift from owning a business and going from making 4 or 5 figures to 6 or 7 figures. It's a different mindset shift, but the process still the same. You become self-aware, you get mad, you get raw, you get fit, then you say F it, right? So that is the 2JH signature PoP method. Definitely check out the next video where we talk about application in this, and definitely check out the podcast where we dive deeper into this process and the separate episodes where we talk about each step individually.